Lights are still on in Jersey. The nearest Royal Navy warship is just a couple of hours away off the south coast of England, heading to the north coast, or near to the north coast of France, and to protect this island. This move by the British government has been agreed with the Jersey politicians. It is said to be a precautionary measure only. It looks a lot like an escalation.
For some time now, Jersey's fishing industry have felt as though the tide is going out on their profession. In March, they blockaded the entrance to St Helier harbour, angry at the level of access their government was giving to the French fleet. But now the tide has turned, and the French are furious that some of their vessels have not been given licences to operate in Jersey's waters. Politicians in France have threatened to pull the plug on power to the island, which they supply, if the issue is not resolved. With just 14 miles of water separating France and Jersey, they are close. But on this issue, both sides have drifted further and further apart.
I hesitate to use the word blackmail. That's upping the ante considerably and unnecessarily, in my view. We have leant over backwards to accommodate the concerns of the French, and at some stage we have to hold our ground.
The fallout stems from Brexit and the new rules. Jersey demands that access for French fishers is contingent on proving a history of fishing here. Those that haven't have been kept out.
The French government is not prepared to be bullied by the British government by these new rules and regulations which don't tally up with the agreement.
HMS Seven is already heading south towards the island, with the Royal Navy sending another ship tomorrow. There's a storm on the horizon, and the British government are standing firm.
Jersey have already licensed over 40 vessels. They've been very pragmatic throughout this. They've also been clear that they'll process the remaining 17 or so that have applied as soon as they put forward the data. So I think it's unacceptable to make those sorts of comments.
For now, the lights are on, but the fuse is short as the argument rages over fishing rights. Rupert Evelyn, News at 10, Jersey.